The ocean was angry that night. Huge waves crashed into the research ship like giant fists. The sky was black, and rain fell hard, cutting the air like knives. Thunder rolled above, loud and endless. Ethan Carter stood on the deck, holding the rail with both hands. He was an ocean engineer. He had spent years studying the sea. But tonight, the sea felt alive and hostile. "Engine failure," someone shouted. The ship tilted to one side. Metal screamed. Something deep inside the ship snapped. Ethan lost his balance and hit the floor. Water rushed across the deck. Cold, fast, merciless. Then came the sound that froze his blood. A deep crack. The ship broke. One moment Ethan was on the deck. The next moment, the ocean swallowed him whole. Cold water filled his mouth. His body spun as waves dragged him down. He kicked, trying to reach the surface, but the storm was stronger. Lights from the ship vanished above him. Darkness surrounded him. His chest burned. His lungs screamed for air. Panic took over his mind. This is how it ends, he thought. Then something moved below him. At first, Ethan thought it was just his fear. The ocean plays tricks on dying minds. But the shadow moved again. Slow. Massive. It was far bigger than any fish. Bigger than any whale he had ever seen. The shadow circled beneath him. Ethan tried to scream, but water rushed into his mouth. His vision blurred. His arms felt heavy. The shadow rose. Two glowing shapes appeared in the darkness. Eyes. Bright. Silver blue. They were watching him. Suddenly, a powerful force grabbed his leg. Ethan's body jerked downward. He tried to fight, but it was useless. Whatever held him was stronger than steel. As he was pulled deeper, lightning flashed through the water from above. For a brief second, he saw it clearly. A giant mermaid. She was enormous, 3 times larger than a human. Her skin shimmered like moonlight on water. Long dark hair flowed around her like smoke. Her tail was wide and powerful, covered in glowing patterns. Her face was not cruel, but it was not kind either. She looked at Ethan like a scientist studies a strange creature. Curious, cold, careful. Ethan's heart pounded. She's not saving me, he realized. She's taking me. The pressure around him increased as they went deeper. His ears rang. His vision faded. Just before everything went black, Ethan noticed something strange. He could still breathe. The water around his face felt different. Warm, soft, like air. Then darkness took him. Ethan woke up slowly. At first, he thought he was dead. Soft blue light surrounded him. He was floating, but not in water. He took a breath and felt air fill his lungs. Real air. His eyes opened wide. He was inside a glowing bubble, floating in the deep ocean. Outside the bubble, massive structures rose from the seafloor. Towers made of crystal and metal glowed with strange symbols. Lights moved through the water like living stars. Creatures swam past, some small, some huge, watching him. An underwater city. Ethan's mind struggled to understand what he was seeing. This place should not exist. Suddenly, a shadow covered the bubble. She was there, the giant mermaid. Up close, she was even more terrifying and beautiful. Her eyes glowed softly as she studied him. Ethan backed away, his heart racing. "Where am I?" he asked, his voice shaking. The mermaid did not answer. She raised one hand. The bubble moved, drifting toward a massive stone platform. Other mermaids appeared around them, smaller than her, but still powerful. Their faces showed fear, anger, suspicion. Some pointed at Ethan. He understood one thing clearly. He was not welcome. The giant mermaid finally spoke. Her voice was deep, calm, and clear inside his mind. "You should have drowned." Ethan swallowed hard. "Then why didn't I?" he asked. She looked at him for a long moment. Then she said something that made his blood run cold. "Because tonight, you are needed." The lights in the city slowly dimmed. Far below, something ancient shifted in the dark. And Ethan had no idea that surviving the shipwreck was the smallest danger he would face. The bubble moved slowly through the dark water. Ethan stood inside it, afraid to touch the glowing walls. Below him, the ocean city stretched in every direction. Tall towers rose like frozen waves. Soft blue and green lights pulsed through them, as if the city itself was breathing. This was not human technology. It was too smooth, too alive. Ethan's mind raced. Humans had mapped most of the ocean. Satellites watched the seas every day. And yet, no one had ever seen this place. The bubble stopped above a wide platform made of dark stone. The giant mermaid lifted her hand. The bubble lowered and gently touched the surface. The glowing wall faded, and Ethan felt solid ground under his feet. He stepped out carefully. The water stayed away from the platform, held back by invisible force. Around him, dozens of mermaids gathered. Their eyes followed his every move. Some whispered to each other. Some looked angry. Some looked afraid. Ethan felt small, very small. The giant mermaid landed in front of him. Her tail rested on the stone, her upper body tall and strong. Up close, Ethan could see fine lines of light moving under her skin, like living energy. "You are standing in Eralis." Her voice echoed in his mind. "Eralis," Ethan repeated. "The city beneath the broken waves," she said. "Hidden from your kind." Ethan took a slow breath. "Why hide?" he asked. Her eyes narrowed slightly. "Because humans destroy what they fear," she said. The words hit hard. Ethan wanted to argue. He wanted to say humans also protect, build, and learn. But he stayed quiet. This was not the time. The mermaid raised her hand again. Two guards moved forward and placed glowing band around Ethan's wrists. They were not tight, but he felt their power. "Am I a prisoner?" Ethan asked. She looked at him calmly. "You are a risk." They began walking through the city. Ethan saw more as they moved deeper inside. Massive machines, shaped like shells, spun slowly. Energy flowed between buildings in bright lines. Children, young mermaids, peeked from behind walls, staring at him with wide eyes. He realized something. They had never seen a human before. Inside a large hall, the group stopped. Symbols glowed on the walls. The air felt heavy. An older mermaid swam forward. His skin was darker, his eyes sharp. "This is a human?" he asked. "Yes," the giant mermaid replied. The elder circled Ethan slowly. "Humans bring war," he said. "Humans poison the sea." Ethan's throat tightened. "Not all of us," he said quietly. The elder stopped. "Your ships leak oil. Your nets kill our children. Your weapons test in our homes." Silence filled the hall. Ethan felt shame. He had no defense for that. The elder turned to the giant mermaid. "Why is he alive?" She answered without hesitation. "Because the signs chose him." The room changed. Whispers spread fast. Fear flashed across faces. "What signs?" someone asked. "The deep current," she said. "It moved when he fell." The ancient lights woke. The elder stiffened. "That has not happened in centuries." Ethan felt a chill run through him. "What does that mean?" he asked. The giant mermaid looked at him. For the first time, her expression was not cold. It was worried. "It means," she said slowly, "that something old has noticed you." Ethan's heart began to pound. They led him to a smaller chamber. The walls were smooth and dark. A single glowing stone rested in the center. "You will stay here until night," she said. "Night?" Ethan asked. "Yes," she replied. "When the ocean sleeps." She turned to leave. "Wait," Ethan said. "Why me?" She paused. Her voice returned to his mind, quiet and heavy. "Because your mind touched ours and survived." The chamber door sealed behind her. Ethan sat down, alone. Outside, the city lights slowly dimmed. The ocean grew darker, deeper. Far below Eralis, something ancient shifted. Old systems stirred. And in the silence of the deep sea, the night began to wake. Night came slowly to the underwater city. The glowing towers of Eralis dimmed one by one. Bright colors faded into deep blue shadows. The ocean above became silent, heavy, and still. Ethan sat alone in the chamber. The glowing stone in the center pulsed softly, like a beating heart. Every time it glowed, Ethan felt a strange pressure in his head. He rubbed his temples. Something was wrong, very wrong. The door opened without a sound. The giant mermaid entered. Her glow was weaker now. The lines of light under her skin moved faster, sharper. She looked tired, tense. "It is time," Her voice entered Ethan's mind. Time for what? Before he could ask, two guards appeared behind her. They moved fast and silent. One grabbed Ethan's arm. Hey, wait, Ethan said. What's happening? You agreed by surviving, the giant mermaid replied. Ethan's heart raced. That's not an agreement. She did not answer. They led him through dark halls. No lights, no voices, only the sound of distant water moving. Finally, they reached a massive chamber. It was old, very old. Broken symbols covered the walls. Huge stone pillars leaned at strange angles. In the center was a circular pool filled with glowing liquid. The air felt thick, heavy. This is the mind pool, the mermaid said. It connects thought to thought. Ethan took a step back. I don't like how that sounds. You will, she said, or you will not survive. The guards pushed him forward. Ethan struggled. Stop. You can't just. The giant mermaid raised her hand. The guards froze. She swam closer to Ethan. Her eyes locked onto his. This is the truth, human, she said. Our city is dying. Ethan's fear slowed. Dying. Your kind is not the cause, she continued. But you are the key. She pointed to the pool. Long ago, our ancestors built a guardian, a machine older than memory. It was made to protect us from humans. Ethan swallowed. It sleeps now, she said, but it is waking. The stone beneath him trembled slightly. We cannot control it anymore, she said. Only a human mind can. Ethan shook his head. That makes no sense. It does, she replied, because humans think in lines, in logic, in sacrifice. She looked away for a moment. We think in instinct, she said softly. An instinct is failing us. Ethan felt the weight of her words. You want to connect me to that thing, he said. Yes. And if I say no? Her eyes returned to him. Then the guardian wakes alone, she said, and it will destroy every human ship it finds. Silence filled the chamber. Ethan looked at the pool, glowing, waiting. You're forcing me, he said. Yes, she answered. Honest, direct. Ethan laughed once, bitter and nervous. Humans really are the same everywhere. He stepped forward. I'll do it, he said. But if I die, this is on you. The mermaid nodded. I will carry that weight. She entered the pool first. The glowing liquid wrapped around her body. She reached out a hand. Ethan hesitated. Then he took it. The moment he touched the liquid, pain exploded in his mind. Images flooded him. Mermaid cities burning. Human ships firing weapons into the sea. Creatures screaming. Fear. Rage. Loss. Ethan screamed, but no sound came out. Then calm. He saw memories that were not his. Mermaids hiding deep below. Watching humans from afar. Waiting. Then he felt something else. The guardian. Cold. Massive. Logical. It noticed him. Human detected. Ethan felt its purpose. Destroy. Protect. Obey. No, Ethan thought. The machine paused. For the first time in centuries, it questioned. The pool shook violently. Lights flashed across the chamber. Alarms echoed through the city. The mermaid gasped. You touched it too deeply. Ethan fell to his knees, breathing hard. What did I do? He asked. Her voice was shaking now. You did not just connect, she said. You activated it. Far below Eralis, ancient systems fully awakened, and the Guardian opened its eyes. Alarms echoed through Eralis. Deep, heavy sounds rolled through the underwater city like distant thunder. Lights flashed red and blue across the towers. The ocean around the city began to shake. Ethan struggled to stand. His head burned. His thoughts felt loud, crowded. Inside his mind, something massive moved. The Guardian. He could feel it now. Cold, ancient, logical. The giant mermaid swam toward him and grabbed his shoulders. You must disconnect, she said urgently. I can't, Ethan replied, breathing hard. It's already inside my head. The floor trembled again. Far below the city, enormous metal shapes began to move. Ancient doors opened that had not moved for thousands of years. The Guardian was rising. Across the city, mermaids swam in panic. Families fled into shelters. Warriors armed themselves with glowing weapons that looked far too small for what was coming. The elder mermaid appeared on a high platform. His face was pale. It has fully awakened, he said. We have lost control. A deep, mechanical voice filled the city. Primary directive active. Ethan dropped to one knee. The voice was not sound. It was thought. Protect Eralis. Eliminate human threat. The giant mermaid looked at Ethan. Fear filled her eyes. Can you stop it? Ethan closed his eyes. I could try, he said. Inside his mind, the Guardian watched him. Human presence confirmed. Ethan focused. He remembered his training. Years of solving impossible problems. Broken systems. Failing machines. Machines followed rules. Humans questioned them. You're wrong. Ethan thought at the Guardian. Statement rejected. You protect Eralis. Ethan continued. But you are about to destroy it. The Guardian paused. Logic error. Ethan pushed harder. Humans are not one thing, he thought. We fight. We also protect. We learn. Images flashed. Ethan showed the Guardian memories of humans saving whales, cleaning oceans, risking lives for strangers. The Guardian processed. Data insufficient. The city shook as massive metal limbs broke through the seafloor. A shadow larger than the city rose below them. The giant mermaid whispered, "Hurry." Ethan felt pain spike through his skull. If you attack humans, he thought, they will come back stronger. With weapons. With fire. The Guardian hesitated. Counter-argument. Ethan smiled weakly. If you protect the ocean, he thought, you protect humans too. Because humans live by water. Silence. Long. Heavy. Then. Primary directive. Re-evaluating. The shaking slowed. The Guardian's massive shape stopped rising. Mermaids stared in disbelief. The elder mermaid whispered, "Impossible." Ethan pressed on. You were built for war, he thought. But war changes. So must you. The Guardian's voice softened. New parameters detected. Human logic accepted. The alarm stopped. Lights returned to calm blue across the city. The Guardian sank back into the depths, locking itself away. Ethan collapsed. The giant mermaid caught him before he hit the ground. For the first time, she looked at him not as a threat, but as an equal. You saved us, she said quietly. Ethan laughed weakly. I almost destroyed you first. The elder approached slowly. He bowed his head. Humans are not as simple as we believed, he said. Ethan opened his eyes. Neither are you. Peace did not last long. A sharp tone echoed through the city. A warning signal. A holographic screen appeared above the platform. Human ships, dozens of them, military vessels, scanning the ocean floor. Ethan's heart sank. They're looking for the wreck, he said. The giant mermaid clenched her fists. If they find Eralis, they will attack, the elder finished. Ethan struggled to his feet. Then there's only one choice, he said. They all looked at him. I have to go back, Ethan said. To the surface. The giant mermaid's eyes widened. They will capture you. Maybe, Ethan replied. But I'm the only one who can lie to them. Silence followed. Finally, the giant mermaid nodded. Then the ocean will remember your name, she said. Far above them, human ships moved closer, and Ethan prepared to face his own kind. The water around Ethan grew brighter as he rose toward the surface. A glowing bubble carried him upward, away from Eralis. Below him, the underwater city slowly faded into darkness, hidden once more. The giant mermaid watched from the edge of the platform. She said nothing, but before Ethan vanished into the deep blue, she placed her hand against the bubble. A soft mark of light appeared on his chest. A promise. Her voice touched his mind. And a warning. Then the bubble rose faster. Ethan broke the surface just as dawn began. The storm was gone. The sea was calm. Around him, human ships circled the area. Military lights flashed. Weapons were ready. A crane lifted him from the water and placed him on the deck of a command ship. Soldiers surrounded him. Identify yourself, one shouted. My name is Ethan Carter, he said, coughing. Ocean engineer. Survivor of the research ship collapse. They rushed him inside. Hours passed. Questions came fast and sharp. What caused the wreck? Did you see anything unusual? Any unknown technology? Ethan chose his words carefully. A deep pressure fault, he said. Old seafloor movement. Nothing more. They did not fully believe him. but they found no proof otherwise. No city, no guardian, only broken ship parts and endless water. After days of questioning, they released him. The ocean kept its secret. Years passed. Ethan returned to the sea, but not as before. He became a voice humans listened to. He pushed for cleaner ships, safer nets, protected deep-sea zones. When people asked why, he always said the same thing. The ocean is not empty. Slowly, things changed. Less damage, less noise, more respect. Far below, Eralis watched. One night, Ethan stood alone on a quiet beach. The stars reflected on the water like broken light. He felt a familiar warmth in his chest. The mark, the sea shifted. A large shadow moved beneath the waves. Two silver-blue eyes opened. The giant mermaid rose just enough for him to see her face. "You kept your word," she said. "So did you," Ethan replied softly. "They did not touch. They did not need to. We will remain hidden," she said, "until your kind is ready." Ethan nodded. "We're learning." Slowly, she studied him for a long moment. "Humans are strange," she said. "Weak alone, powerful together." Ethan smiled. "That's how we survive." The mermaid began to sink back into the deep. "One day," she said, "the ocean will stand beside humanity, not beneath it." Then she was gone. Far beneath the waves, the Guardian rested, not as a weapon, but as a watcher, its directives rewritten. Protect the ocean. Protect life. Human and mermaid alike. Ethan turned away from the sea and walked back toward the lights of the world. He was only one human, but sometimes one human was enough. White heavy check marks, story complete.